What's up, YouTube? For today's video, we have Mega Gallade sweep. Now, we're continuing our journey to get all the Pokemon Megas done before Sword and Shield comes out. I think we're on about 19 or 18 to go, so we've done a really good job here. Now, Mega Gallade is definitely one of my favorite looking Megas. It looks like it's got a dual disc on its arm like Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, people, I have done a Mega Gardevoir sweep and I've done a Ralts level 1 sweep. So, Pokemon in this line have been completed. If you haven't checked these ones out, make sure you do. The link is in the description of the video. Maybe check them out afterwards. There's some good strategies and fun times there. Right, let's have a quick look at Mega Gallade before we get into this battle. So Mega Gallade, apart from having a dual disc on its arm and looking pretty awesome, has a pretty amazing attack stat. Its abilities are kind of like average. It's justified and steadfast. They're pretty average. They're quite situational, so you wouldn't use them, much of the time. Its health stat's pretty bad. Its attack's nice. Defense is bad. Special attack is bad. They're all in the 60s. Its special defense is actually really good. So when you look at it, it's like attack and special defense are like its prominent stats. Its speed it's sort of like stuck in its odd speed tier. However, when it mega evolves, it gets a big buff in attack. Not that it really needed one, but extra attack is always nice. Its health unfortunately stayed the same, as well as the special attack. Now its special defense got kept the same, which is really nice, and its speed got like an even bigger boost there, which made it very, very viable as a strong physical attacker. Now, its ability is such a letdown. Inner Focus. It's like Gallade, just those situational abilities, man. It could have got something way better than that, but we won't be making use of its ability in this video because really it's situational and it's not the great thing. All right, so I was thinking about going for something since it got such a good attack, right? I was like, should I go for a +6, I don't know, karate chop or some weak fighting type move or psychic type move? I thought, nah, we'll go on the special side because its special stat is rather bad, and it does learn a couple of cool moves on the special side, which is interesting. All right, this battle required absolutely no setup at all. I only set up Sticky Web with the Moon Man just if I could maybe outspeed. I wasn't running a super duper speedy set. That's why I mentioned this. All right, so Moon Man's going to live there on his Focus Sash, and I'm just going to pop that Sticky Web up. That's pretty much all I need to do. Now, there was one other strategy that I had on this team that I actually needed in this battle. It wasn't actually an occurring thing in every battle, but you might be able to... Actually, I probably would have mentioned in the title, right? So, since I'm using Stored Power, right? Stored Power only is my attacking move. The problem is Dark types, right? What happens if there was a Dark type? Now, in this team, I did notice there was a Dark type, so I had a bait Pokemon on my team, which was Latios. Now, what Latios was meant to do, right, was to draw out the Dark type Pokemon and give them a ring target. Now, this worked a lot of the time. I was able to draw out a lot of Dark type Pokemon. The only things that failed if the Dark type Pokemon did have a Z crystal and stuff. I had a couple of battles like a Bisharp with a Darkinium Z, obviously, and it failed, or that's whatever it had, and my sweep failed. So in this case, I've got a safeguard up and I went for a trick. That's pretty much all I needed to do here. Now, my Latios does have a Mento too, which is really handy at getting out in the battle, and I got a Life Orb too. So I took Life Orb away and I got rid of its Dark immunity, so I could use psychic type moves against that. Okay, so I'm going to hit by the Oblivion Wing. It's not going to do too much. I was actually expecting a Dark type move. Maybe they expected me to swap. I did swap for a Memento, and the Memento is actually going to drop the stats of the Yvantor. I actually really, really like Shiny Yvantor. Looks really, really cool, especially compared to its for its normal form. Okay, people, that's pretty much it. Enjoy the sweep. All right, let's have a look at the Gallade build and all the other Pokemon in this strategy. So we had the Moon Man, as you guys seen, set up the sticky web. Also had another Protect, just for any, you always have like Protect on there for any fake out users if you've got a Focus Sash, Toxic, and Spider Web. Spider Web is just there in case I need to trap anything in and go for like Toxic, or they try to set up or something like that. Now, Latios was a very key player on this team. I did have some other ring target users. I just didn't have Latios, but I thought I'd just give an example. So we had a Trick ring target set with Memento. I also had Roost there in case I need to keep it on the field for a while to sort of draw out a dark type Pokemon. And of course I had the ring target as the item. I also had Safeguard too, say if they tried to status me, or if I was stalling a lot with Roost or whatever like that. That's why I had that. And having a look at the Mega Gallades, we had a max health, max defense, that was Bold Nature. And that's pretty much it for it. I just relied on my Calm Mind and my Bulk Up boost. Now, obviously, the more boost you have, the more power it gives stored power, hence the name Stored Power. After a couple of Calm Minds, the Mega Gallade was very, very bulky. And like a couple of bulk up, like you didn't really need too many bulk ups, maybe against a very strong physical attacker, and I could just spam stored power over and over again. I've thought about having rest and sleep talk on there instead of bulk up, but I wasn't, I thought I still could be like compromised on the defensive side, so I gave it bulk up, and like it could generally survive 2 to 3 attacks and then wake up and still like wreck house. But yeah, obviously you had the strategies if you couldn't get those things set up earlier or it got critical hitted. They were the things to get around it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another mega strategy. I just have to edit it and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace, people.